Hi, hello, welcome back to Math&Me with me, Nikila Shankar. இப்போ நம்ம பார்க்க போறது chapter 2 Polynomials of class 10. So, first of all, what is a polynomial? Polynomial na enna? Algebraic expression with variables, coefficients, operations, positive integer components, அப்படினா என்ன? Positive integer exponents. அப்படினா என்ன? So, you have algebraic expression. இப்போ இந்த example பாருங்க. So, this is going to be an algebraic expression. So, this is the algebraic expression with variables. So, என்னென்னலாம் variable இருக்கீங்க? You have x, y, and this is going to be your variables. இப்போ coefficient என்ன? You can have, for example, 2x square. So 2 is going to be the coefficient of x square. You can also have 3y. So 3y is going to be 3 is going to be the coefficient of y. Coefficient na என்ன? இப்போ 3x square na x க்கு பக்கத்துல இருக்கிற number. So this is going to be the coefficient. Okay, coefficient. And operations. So இப்போ இங்க என்னெல்லாம் operation இருக்கு? You can see plus here. You can see minus here. இப்போ 3 into x square na you can also see multiplication here. Okay, so operations, positive integer exponents is going to be the polynomial. Polynomial na enna purinju pocha? Now, which is not a polynomial? If not a polynomial na, it always has to be in the numerator. But in the example, it is in the denominator. You have 1 by x minus 1. If x minus 1 is a polynomial. But 1 by x minus 1 is not a polynomial. Okay, so edu polynomial, edu polynomial illenu theriyano. Okay, next you have root x plus 2. So root x is not going to be a part of the polynomial. So in the square root denominator la varudhu appadina they are not going to be polynomials. Next, this is also not going to be a polynomial. If simple, if you have x square plus 2x plus 3, this is going to be a polynomial. Correct? You have an algebraic expression with variables, coefficients, illa positive integer components, operations and all that. Okay, so this is going to be a polynomial, but 1 by, if it is in the denominator, it is not going to be a polynomial. Okay, so first of all, understand what a polynomial is. Okay, இப்போ next topic, degree of a polynomial. Degree na enna artham? இப்போ for example, it is going to be the highest power of x. இப்போ ஒரு equation இருக்கு அப்படினா இந்த இடத்துல the polynomial is going to be x plus 4. இந்த இடத்துல x ஓட power என்ன? It is going to be 1. So what is the degree in this case? It is going to be simply 1. இப்போ இன்னொரு example பார்ப்போம். So here you have the degree to be 2 இங்க, இந்த இடத்துல it is going to be 1. So you have two powers for x. ஒன்னு வந்து x to the power 2, இன்னொன்னு x to the power 1. But what is the degree? It is going to be the highest power. Highest power na இந்த இடத்துல highest என்ன? It is going to be 2. So what is the degree? The degree is going to be 2. புரிஞ்சுதா? இப்போ third example. If you have x cube, x square, x இந்த மாதிரி இருக்குனா, what is the highest power here? It is going to be the number 3. Okay, so இந்த மாதிரி you can see multiple examples also. X cube plus x plus 2, x cube plus root 3. root x தான் இருக்க கூடாது. Okay, root x na it is going to be x to the power half. So this is not going to be a polynomial, but you can have root 3. Okay, constant values la root kulla irukkalam. Okay, now next, geometrical meaning of the zeros of a polynomial. So first of all, zeros of a polynomial na enna? It is going to be the solution or answer to the polynomial. இப்போ for example, நமக்கு ஒரு equation இருக்கு, ஒரு number எடுத்துக்கலாம். If you have x minus 1 equal to 0, அப்ப x ஓட value என்ன? X is going to be 1. So what is this? 1, x is equal to 1 is the solution to the polynomial. If in the x minus 1 equals 0 is going to be the polynomial. So x is equal to 1 is going to be the solution of the polynomial. Solution na enna? It is going to be the answer of the polynomial, or you can also call it the 0. இந்த இடத்துல 0 na இந்த 0 கிடையாது. So 0 here means solution or answer. புரிஞ்சுதா? So this is called the 0. So இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல it is the solution or the answer of the polynomial for which p of x equals 0. அப்படின்னா என்ன? இந்த இடத்துல 0 க்கு தானே equate பண்ணோம். x minus 1 you equated it to 0. So this is going to be the 0 of the polynomial or the solution of the polynomial இல்ல answer to the polynomial. So நம்ம அதை எப்படி சொல்ல போறோம்? 0. Okay, so that is the word you're going to use. So இப்போ what is a linear polynomial? இப்போ நம்ம degree பார்த்தோமா? So degree 1. இந்த இடத்துல x to the power 1. So the degree here is going to be 1. If the degree is 1, that type of polynomial is called the linear polynomial. So linear polynomial is of the form ax plus b. இப்போ நம்ம 0 எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்க போறோம்? We are going to equate px equals 0. So px equals 0 na இந்த இடத்துல px என்ன? ax plus b. So you have ax plus b equals 0. So from this you can find the value of x. Correct? So x is equal to minus b divided by a. So இந்த இடத்துல the value of the 0 of the polynomial or the solution of the polynomial is going to be minus b divided by a. Okay, இதை இப்போ graphically நம்ம எப்படி solve பண்ண போறோம்? Graphically, it is going to be the value where the graph intersects the x-axis. எத்தனை பாயிண்ட்ல x-axisல intersect பண்ணுதோ that is going to be the number of zeros. Okay, இப்போ pay attention. Let's see an example. P of x equals x plus 1. So this is a linear polynomial. இப்பதான் பார்த்தோம். So when P of x is equal to 0, you have x equals minus 1. If x is equal to minus 1, where is it intersecting the graph? Okay, let's find some solutions. If x is equal to 0 in the equation, you have to plot. How do you plot a graph? If x is equal to 0, first x is a value. If x is equal to 0, then what is the value of y? 0 plus 1, which is going to be 1. If x is equal to 1, y another 1 plus 1, 2. If x is equal to 2, y oda value enna 2 plus 1, which is going to be 3. Okay, இந்த மாதிரி plot பண்ணிட்டே போலாமா? இப்போ minus 1 போட்டுடலாம். If x is equal to minus 1, you have y equals 0. So let's plot this in the graph. So what are the solutions going to be? You have 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, minus 1, 0. Correct? But let's start plotting the graphs. You have 0, 1. 0, 1 எங்க இருக்கு? It is going to be on the y-axis. 0, 1 is on the y-axis. X coordinate 0, y coordinate is 1. Then you have 1, 2. So x coordinate 1, y coordinate is 2. So this is going to be 1, 2. Then you have 2, 3. 2, 3 எங்க இருக்கு? It is going to be 2, y is 3. Then you have minus 1, 0. இப்போ minus 1, 0 na இங்க இருக்கு. So when you join these lines, what are you getting? You're getting a straight line. Straight line na என்ன அர்த்தம்? It is going to be a linear graph. அதனால தான் இது linear னு சொல்றோம். So straight line வருது. இப்போ graphically, how do you find how many zeros are there? இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல நம்ம என்ன பார்த்தோம்? Linearக்கு you only have one zero னு பார்த்தோம். But geometrically or graphically, what do you say? இந்த இடத்துல, if this is your x-axis, how many this is intersecting the x-axis at only one point. இப்போ வேற எங்கேயா intersect ஆகுதா? இங்கெல்லாம் எங்கேயா intersect ஆகுதா? Here it is intersecting at the y-axis. But நம்மளோட இது என்னது? It has to be the value where the graph intersects the x-axis. Do you see here? So it has to be the value where the graph intersects the x-axis. Y-axis கிடையாது, x-axis. So இந்த இடத்துல x-axisல எத்தனை pointsல meet பண்ணுது? It is going to meet only at one single point. So how many zeros do you have? So number of zeros equals 1 for a linear polynomial. Okay, இது linear க்கு. இப்போ one more we'll see. Quadratic polynomial. Quadratic na என்ன அர்த்தம்? It is going to be a degree 2. It's going to be a quadratic polynomial. The degree is going to be 2. Okay, so இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல எவ்வளோ pointsல x-axisல intersect பண்ணணும்? It has to intersect the x-axis at two different points. Okay, so first solutions கண்டுபிடிக்கலாமா? So let's find. Also, you have to know that this has two solutions. இப்போ linear polynomial, you only had one solution. இந்த இடத்துல x square இருக்கிறதுனால, you're going to have two solutions. So what is it going to be? You can either have zero solution or one solution or two solutions. Zero zeros, one zero or two zeros. So இந்த மாதிரி three options இருக்கு. So first let's see two zeros. So two zeros na enna? You have x square minus 4 equals y னு ஒரு option கொடுத்திருக்கு. To plot the graph, let's find the values of y. இப்போ y ஓட value என்ன? இந்த இடத்துல இப்போ x க்கு minus 1 substitute பண்ணா என்னாகும்? minus 1 the whole square, which becomes plus 1. Then 1 minus 4 is going to be minus 3. So if x is minus 1, y is going to be minus 3. Next, இப்போ minus 2 substitute பண்ணா என்னாகும்? You have minus 2 the whole square, which is 4. 4 minus 4, 0. So y value 0 ஆயிடும். Next, x equals 0 substitute பண்ணா y value is going to be minus 4. Then x equals 1 substitute பண்ணா again it's going to be 1 minus 4, which is going to be minus 3. Then 2 substitute பண்ணா you have again 4 minus 4, which is going to be 0. இப்போ இதெல்லாம் plot பண்ணலாமா? So when I start plotting this, what are the points first of all? minus 1, minus 3, minus 2, 0, 0, minus 4, 1, minus 3, 2, 0. இதெல்லாம் தான points. So let's start plotting. minus 1, minus 3. So minus 1 எங்க இருக்கு? minus 1 and minus 3 is going to be this. X la minus 1. This is your x-axis. So x la minus 1 and y la it is going to be minus 3. Okay. Then minus 2, 0. So minus 2, 0 is going to be over here. Then 0, minus 4. 0, minus 4 எங்க இருக்கு? It is going to be here. Then 1, minus 3. 1 இங்க இருக்கு. Minus 3 எங்க? It is going to be this. So 1, minus 3. Then 2, 0. 2, 0 is going to be this. Okay. So இப்போ நம்மளோட graph எப்படி இருக்க போகுது? You see that this is the graph. So this type of graphs are called parabola. Okay, so in the mari nama curved, it is going to look like this. This is called upward parabola. This is called downward parabola. Okay, idella nama appuram padikalam. So basically இந்த இடத்துல number of point of intersection enna? X-axis la you see that this is one point of intersection with the x-axis and this is one more point of intersection with the x-axis. So number of zeros enna? Number of zeros is going to be 2 because it intersects the x-axis at two different points. இந்த இடத்துல y-axis ல intersect பண்ணுதுன்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது. Okay, we are only going to look at the point of intersection with the x-axis. Point of intersection x-axis ஓட மட்டும் தான் இருக்கணும், no y-axis. Okay, so இந்த இடத்துல two different solutions. இப்போ அதே மாதிரி we'll see only 1 0. எப்படி ஒரே ஒரு இடத்துல மட்டும் intersect ஆகும், we'll see. Okay, so இப்போ -2 போட்டா I have 4, -1 போட்டா this is the equation. x square ல -2 போட்டா I'm going to have 4. Then -1 போட்டா 1, 0 போட்டா 0, then 1 போட்டா 1, 2 போட்டா again it's going to be 4. Okay, so now let's plot the graph. என்னென்ன solutions இருக்கு? I see -2, 4, -1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1 and 2, 4. Okay, the plot பண்ணலாமா? So இப்போ -2, 4 எங்க இருக்கு? -2, 4 is going to be over here. Then -1, 1, -1, 1 is this. 0, 0, then 1, 1, 2, 4. So again, this is also going to be a parabola, but it is intersecting the x-axis only at one point. In the இடத்துல 0, 0 ல மட்டும் தான் x-axis ல meet பண்ணுது. So how many solutions or zeros does this have? It only has 1 0. புரிஞ்சுதா? x-axis ல intersect பண்ணணும். So this is going to have only 1 0. எப்படி எழுதணும்? Because it is intersecting the x-axis at only one point. இதே மாதிரி தான் previous questionக்கும் எழுதணும். At only one point. அந்த இடத்துல at 2 points எழுதணும். Okay, so 2 points ல intersect ஆகிறதுனால you have 2 zeros. இப்போ no zeroக்கு என்ன கேஸ் பார்க்க போறோம்? We have x² plus 4. So இந்த இடத்துல இப்போ value substitute பண்ணா, when I substitute -2 the whole square, it is going to be 4 plus 4 which is 8. Then -1 substitute பண்ணா, I have 4 plus 1 which is going to be 5. Then 0 substitute பண்ணா, I'm going to have 4. Okay, values எல்லாம் கரெக்டா கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். Then 1 substitute பண்ணா, you have 5. Then again 2 substitute பண்ணா, 2 square. 4 plus 4 is going to be 8. Okay, இப்போ no zeros. So let's plot this first. No zeros na அர்த்தம் x-axis ல intersect ஆகலன்னு அர்த்தம். பார்க்கலாமா? So when I plot this, I have -2, 8. So this is going to be -2, 8. First points எழுதிடலாம். -2, 8, -1, 5, 0, 4, 1, 5, 2, 8. புரிஞ்சுதா? x, y. This is what I'm writing. -1, 5. இப்போ -1 இங்க இருக்கு. 5 is going to be between 4 and 6. Next, 0, 4. So where is 0, 4? It is going to be this. Then 1, 5 again. So 1, 5 is going to be here. Then 2, 8. So 2, 8 is over here. இப்போ நம்ம parabola எப்படி இருக்கு? It is going to look like this. So this is not intersecting the x-axis. இந்த இடத்துல y ல intersect பண்ணுது, but that is not what we are looking for. y-axis ல intersect ஆகுதா இல்லையான்றது நம்மளோட கன்சர்னே கிடையாது. Okay, it is only going to be the point of intersection with the x-axis. So which is your x-axis here? This is going to be the x-axis. Okay, இதுல intersect ஆகுதா இல்லையான்றது தான் நம்மளோட concern. Okay, so here how many zeros do you have? You have no zeros. Okay, so 3 different possibilities பார்த்தாச்சா? 2 zeros, 1 0 and no zero. Okay, quadratic polynomial is done now. Next, cubic polynomial. So இந்த topic இவ்வளவுதான் இருக்க போகுது. So cubic polynomial na என்ன? You can have 3 zeros. Degree is going to be 3. Okay, cubic polynomial. It is going to have the degree to be 3. Degree na enna? I'll again revise. It is going to be the highest power of x. Okay, அதான் degree. So you can have 1 zeros, 2 zeros or 3 zeros. Okay, இந்த இடத்துல graph நான் போட்டிருக்கேன். We are not going to plot the values for this. So you have y equals x³ minus 4x. So இதுக்கு 3 zeros இருக்குன்னு சொல்றாங்க. 3 zeros இருக்கா? Let's see. So on the x-axis, it is intersecting at 1, 2 and 3. So it is intersecting the x-axis at 3 different points and hence it has 3 zeros. புரிஞ்சுதா? So this is going to be cubic polynomial with 3 zeros. இப்போ அதே மாதிரி cubic polynomial with 1 zero பார்க்கலாம். So here it is intersecting the x-axis only at one point. இந்த இடத்துல the curve is going like this, but it is intersecting only at x is equal to 0, 0. புரிஞ்சுதா? The point is going to be 0, 0 and hence it has only 1 0. ஒரே ஒரு point of intersection. இப்போ ரெண்டு point of intersection na, if you look at this particular graph, it is intersecting at 0, 0 and it is also intersecting at 1, 0. இந்த இடத்துல கொடுத்திருக்கான். So for this particular equation, it is going to intersect at 2 different points, 2 points and hence the number of zeros is going to be 2. Okay, simple. இப்போ example question solve பண்ணலாமா? Okay. Now, example 1. Look at the graph. Each graph equals y equals p of x. For the graphs, find the number of zeros. Number of zeros na enna? At how many points they are intersecting the x-axis. Okay. So, இப்போ first question ku, you have one point of intersection. Where எங்கேயுமே point of intersection illa. This is going to be a point of intersection but with the y-axis. So, அது நமக்கு தேவை கிடையாது. So, what is the point of intersection? It is intersecting only at one point. So, number of zeros equals 1. புரிஞ்சுதா? So எத்தனை 0 இருக்கு? It has only 1 0. இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல I see that I have 1, 2 point of intersection இருக்கு. So 2 point of intersection. POI na enna? I'll write it here. So POI equals point of intersection. Okay. So 2 points of intersection. So evlo zeros irukku? I have 2 zeros. Okay. Ipa third case la how many points of intersection? I see 1, 2 and 3. 3 points of intersection therida. So this is going to be 3 zeros. So 3 point of intersection. So 3 zeros. Okay. Ipa next case la the point of intersection is going to be only 1. இதை consider பண்ணக்கூடாது ஏன்னா அது y axis. Okay, திரும்ப சொல்றேன் x axis ல மட்டும் தான் point of intersection. The point of intersection has to be only with the x axis. So here 1 point of intersection. So only 1 0. Okay, graphically எப்படி number of zeros கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னு புரியுதா? So okay, next question. I only have 1 point of intersection. So point of intersection equals 1. So only 1 0. Okay, 0 na enna? Solution. 0 na இந்த 0 கிடையாது. It is going to be number of solutions, number of zeros. Okay. Last question. How many points of intersection? I have 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I have 4 point of intersection. So 4 zeros. Okay. Please copy. So with this we are done with the examples. Let's move on to exercise questions. Okay. So examples poi parunga, that is also important. So again you have to find the number of zeros here. Number of zeros na enna? It is going to be the point of intersection with the x axis. Okay. In that x axis enna? This is going to be the x axis. Point of intersection irukka? It intersects the y axis at one point. But adu namakku theva kadayadu. X axis la intersect pannudha illaya da. Okay. So point of intersection equals 0. So this has no zeros. Okay, this is how you write the answer. Ipa second question ku you have only one point of intersection. So point of intersection equals 1. So you have 1 0. Okay, but next case la I have 1, 2, 3. Purida 3 points of intersection. So you have 3 point of intersection. So I have 3 zeros. Zeros na enna? It is going to be the solutions. Okay, 0 na in the 0 kadayadu again. It is going to be the solutions. Okay, so here I have 1, 2. This is the x-axis. Okay, x-axis la evlo point of intersection. So I have point of intersection to be 2. So I have 2 zeros. Okay, next case la I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have point of intersection equals 4. So I have 4 zeros. Okay, then next case you have 1, 2, 3. Only 3 point of intersection. Careful podunga. So you have point of intersection equals 3. So we have 3 zeros in total. Okay, please copy. Now next topic is going to be relationship between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. Abdina enna artham? Ipo first of all you have the coefficient of a polynomial na enna? X square oda coefficient is going to be a, x oda coefficient is going to be b. Okay, so this is going to be the coefficient. Ipa zeros na enna? So for example, when you solve an equation, if you have x minus 1 equals 0, x is equal to 1 abdina, this is going to be the zero of the polynomial. So if it's a quadratic equation has 2 zeros. In that degree enna? It is going to be 2. So nama enna paathom? It can have 0 zeros, illa 1 0, illa 2 zeros. Correct? Ipa 2 zeros nama eppadi edukka porom? We are going to take it as alpha and beta. Okay, idella da rendu zeros. So for example, ipo or quadratic equation irukna, it is going to be x minus alpha times x minus beta. Indha mari edutha porom. So if this is equal to 0, you have x minus alpha equals 0. Idu or case. Innoru case enna? You have x minus beta equals 0. So what are the zeros? X equals alpha and x equals beta. So adha nama inga eduthirkom. Let the zeros be alpha and beta. Alpha and beta என்னது? They are the zeros or the solutions. புரிஞ்சுதா? zeros na என்னன்னு மைண்ட்ல ஏத்திக்கோங்க. They are the solutions. இப்போ relationship between alpha beta அதாவது zeros and the coefficients which are going to be a, b and c. இந்த இடத்துல c என்ன? This is the constant. Okay, so constant value. இப்போ இதுக்கு relation என்ன? Sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros na என்ன அர்த்தம்? It is going to be alpha plus beta, which is going to be minus b divided by a. Minus b na enna? It is going to be the coefficient of x divided by a with a minus sign. Okay, in the இடத்துல இந்த minus sign மறந்துடக்கூடாது. Okay, so this is going to be the sum of zeros. You have to remember this. So alpha plus beta equals minus b divided by a. Okay, இது sum of zeros. இப்போ product of zeros na என்ன அர்த்தம்? You have alpha into beta. So alpha beta equals c divided by a. So this is one more relation that you have to remember. இப்போ next you have ax²+bx+c. இதை எப்படி எழுதலாம்? இப்பதான் நான் சொன்னேன். You can write it as x into alpha, sorry, x minus alpha into x minus beta. Correct? Product mari indha mari எழுதலாமா? So when I try and open this bracket, so in the bracket இப்போ open பண்ணா என்ன ஆகும்? I have x minus alpha times x minus beta. When I start multiplying inside, I have x square, then x into minus beta. So I have minus beta times x. Then I have minus alpha into x, minus alpha into x. And when I multiply the alpha and beta, I have plus alpha beta. So இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல minus x common எடுத்தா I have x square minus x times beta plus alpha beta. Okay, இதிலே என்ன தெரியுது? I can write the given quadratic equation as x square minus x into இது என்னது? Sum of zeros. So you have sum of zeros plus இது என்னது? It is going to be the product of zeros. Okay, so this you have to remember. இப்போ zeros கொடுத்திருக்கு quadratic equation எழுதுங்க அப்படின்னா you're going to use this particular relation. So you have x square minus x into sum of the zeros plus product of zeros. So this, if you remember this, you can also derive this in your exam. Okay, so this is what is given. இந்த இடத்துல extra ஒரு k கொடுத்திருக்கான். So k can be any constant number. நம்ம example solve பண்ணும்போது you'll understand. Okay, so you have k x square minus k into alpha plus beta plus இந்த இடத்துல ஒரு x miss பண்ணிட்டேன். So there here we are going to have k into x. Okay, so this is going to be the equation. Okay, now let's solve an example. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial கொடுத்திருக்கு and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Okay, so first zeros க்கும் coefficients க்கும் relation கண்டுபிடிக்க சொல்றா. அதுக்கு நம்ம zeros கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்ல. So it is going to be x square plus 7x plus 10. So this is going to be the quadratic polynomial. You have to equate that to 0 to find the zeros. So இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல you have the coefficient of x square is going to be 1. Okay, always make sure that it is 1. Okay, so இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல என்ன இருக்கு? 10 இருக்கு. So you have the coefficient, இப்போ இதை எப்படி எழுதலாம்? ax square plus bx plus c அப்படின்னு எழுதுனா I have a value equals 1, b value equals 7 and c value equals 10. இந்த மாதிரி எழுதலாமா? So இதெல்லாம் நம்ம நிறைய பார்த்திருக்கோம். Splitting the middle termலாம் பார்த்திருக்கோம். So from this you have the product has to be 10 and the sum has to be 7. So 7 வேணும்னா 10 எப்படிலாம் எழுதலாம்? You can write it as 10 into 1 or 5 into 2 னு எழுதலாம். So இந்த இடத்துல 5 into 2 பண்ணலாமா? So if you do 5 into 2, this particular equation x square plus 7x plus 10 equals 0 can be written as x square plus 5x plus 2x plus 10 equals 0. இந்த மாதிரி எழுதலாமா? 7x I can write it as 5x plus 2x. This is splitting the middle term. இப்போ இந்த ரெண்டு termலேருந்து I am going to take x common எடுத்தா I have x into x plus 5. Now I need x plus 5 from this also. So இப்போ இதுலயும் x plus 5 வேணும்னா what should I multiply it with? 2 ஆல multiply பண்ணணும். So இப்போ இது வருதா திரும்ப? When I multiply this inside I have 2x. இதை multiply பண்ணா I have 10. Okay, so this method is called splitting the middle term. You guys know this. So this is going to be, இப்போ இந்த ரெண்டு termலேருந்து if I take x plus 5 outside, if I take x plus 5 outside, I'm going to have x plus 2 that is remaining. இப்போ இது ரெண்டுத்தையும் individually equate பண்ணா I have x plus 5 equals 0 and x plus 2 equals 0. So from this we have x equals minus 5 and x equals minus 2. இப்போ நம்ம ரெண்டு zeros என்ன? We have found out that the alpha is going to be minus 5 and beta equals minus 2. இப்போ ரெண்டும் கண்டுபிடிச்சாச்சா? What is the relation that we know? Alpha plus beta, sum of zeros equals minus b divided by a and product alpha beta equals c divided by a. Okay, so this is the relation that we know. இதை cross check பண்ணலாமா? So when I substitute the values, I have minus 5 minus 2 equals minus b oda value enna? It is going to be 7. So 7 divided by a value enna? It is going to be 1. So from this, இந்த பக்கம் என்ன இருக்கு? I have minus 7 equals minus 7. So hence verified. Okay, இப்போ next case, you have the product of zeros. Product of zeros enna? It is going to be minus 5 into minus 2. So this is alpha into beta equals c, which is 10 divided by a, 1. So இந்த பக்கம் என்ன இருக்கு? You have 10 equals 10. So this is also verified. இதை தான் verify பண்ண சொல்றாங்க. Also verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. புரிஞ்சுதா? இப்போ let's solve another example. Find the zeros of the polynomial and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. Okay, so you have x square minus 3. You have to equate this to 0. Okay, so இது எப்படி எழுதலாம்? This is of the form a square minus b square. You can write this as a plus b into a minus b. இந்த மாதிரி எழுதலாமா? So this is going to be x plus root 3. 3 can also be written as, இந்த இடத்துல b square and it is going to be root 3 the whole square. Correct? So you can write this as x plus 3, a plus b into a minus b equals 0. equating the individual terms, x plus root 3 equals 0, x minus root 3 is also equal to 0. So you have x equals minus root 3 and x equals root 3. So what is the alpha? Alpha is going to be minus root 3 and beta equals root 3. In that the equation is x square minus 3 equals 0. This is our standard formula, ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. The value of a is going to be 1. Value of b is going to be 0. There is no coefficient of x, correct? So b equals 0 and c value is going to be minus 3. Okay, in that line you have minus 3. Okay, now let's check the relationship. So you have alpha plus beta equals minus b divided by a. Check pannalama. So you have minus root 3 plus root 3 equals minus b enna 0 divided by 1. So in the pakka you have 0 equals 0. So this is verified. Next, product of zeros, which is c divided by a. Okay, in that or minus varum, inga minus varadu. Okay, always remember product of zeros enna minus root 3 times root 3 equals c oda value is going to be minus 3 divided by a is going to be 1. So you have minus root 3 into root 3 is 3 equals minus 3. Hence verified. Okay, please copy. Example 4. Find the quadratic polynomial if the sum and the product of whose zeros are minus 3 and 2. In that 0 kuduthirukka, you have to find the quadratic polynomial. Idu nama paathutom. So you have alpha is given to be minus 3 and beta is given to be 2. Ipo nama quadratic equation enna ax square plus bx plus c can also be written as x minus alpha into x minus beta. In the mari eludalama, the zeros are going to be alpha and beta. So you can write it like this. So you have x minus alpha and it is going to be minus of minus 3. So x plus 3 times x minus beta oda value is going to be 2. Now when I multiply this, I have x square minus 2x plus 3x minus 6. You know how to multiply it inside. You have x into x into minus 2. Then you have 3x, then 3 into minus 2. Okay, so this is how you multiply. So this is going to be x square plus x minus 2x plus 3x is going to be plus x minus 6. So this is going to be the quadratic equation that they are asking for. Okay, please copy. இப்போ next இவ்வளோ நேரம் quadratic பார்த்தாச்சு. இப்போ cubic-க்கும் அதே மாதிரி relation இருக்கு. So cubic, you have the sum of zeros to be minus b by a. Same thing. Then product of zeros, you have constant. இந்த இடத்துல நம்மளோட constant என்ன? Since you have cube, you have 4 different coefficients. A, B, C, D இருக்கு. So first of all minus b by a தெரிஞ்சு போச்சு. Then you have product of zeros is going to be minus d by a. So you have minus in 2 different places. You see, you have minus in b by a and minus in minus d by a. இப்போ நடுவுல ஒன்னு இருக்கு, which is going to be the sum of the product of 2 different zeros. You have alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. In the இடத்துல the zeros are going to be alpha, beta and gamma. மூணாவதா ஒரு zero இருக்குல்ல, you have 3 zeros in total for a cubic polynomial. So you have alpha, beta, gamma. Okay, so alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha equals plus c divided by a. Okay, இந்த இடத்துல positive. Let's solve questions. You will understand this better. நிறைய questions போட இது mindல register ஆயிடும். Okay, now verify that 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial p of x. Okay, and verify the relationship between them. இப்போ இதை எப்படி verify பண்றது if they are the zeros of the polynomial? First of all, it is given alpha equals 3, beta equals minus 1 and gamma equals minus 1 divided by 3. If they are the zeros of the polynomial, verify that they are the zeros. அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? So you have p of x is given to be 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3 ன்னு கொடுத்திருக்கான். If they are the zeros of the polynomial, how do you verify? If you have to verify that they are going to be the zeros, you have p of alpha equals p of beta equals p of gamma equals 0. இந்த மாதிரி if you substitute alpha instead of x, you have to get a 0. Check பண்ணலாமா? இப்போ first case, you have p of 3. Alpha value enna? It is going to be 3. When I substitute this in the equation, I have 3 into x cube. Yeah, so this is going to be 3 cube minus 5 into x square, which is going to be 3 square. Then minus 11 into x, which is 3 minus 3. Okay, so when I try and solve this, we have 3 into 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So 3 into 27 minus 5 into 3 3s are 9 minus 11 into 3 is going to be 33 minus 3. இப்போ இதை simplify பண்ணா I have 7 3s are 21, 2 3 2s are 6, 7 8 minus 9 5s are 45. இந்த இடத்துல minus 33 minus 3 is going to be minus 36. So இப்போ minus 45 minus 36 என்ன? Minus 45 minus 36 is going to be 11, 1 4 5 6 7 8. So this is going to be 81 minus 81, which is going to be 0. So நம்ம என்ன check பண்ணோம்? We see that p of 3. I'll write it here. So we checked that P of 3 equals 0, which means 3 is the 0 of the polynomial. புரிஞ்சுதா? So இந்த இடத்துல இந்த வேல்யூவை சப்ஸ்டிடியூட் பண்ணா you have to get the result to be 0. இந்த இடத்துல 0 வந்ததுன்னா it means that it is going to be the 0 of the polynomial. இப்போ next value check பண்ணலாமா? -1. So we have P of -1 equals 3 into x cube. So -1 the whole cube. Then minus 5x square, which is -1 the whole square. Then minus 11 into -1. Then minus 3. So you have 3 into -1 the whole cube enna? It is going to be 3 into -1. Then minus 5 into -1 the whole square is +1. Then minus 11 minus 1 is +11 minus 3. இப்போ இதை simplify பண்ணா என்ன வரும்? You have -3 minus 5 11 minus 3 is going to be 8. So plus 8. So from this you have -8 plus 8 which is equal to 0. So we also see that P of -1 equals 0. So -1 is a 0. Okay, இதையும் check பண்ணியாச்சு. இப்போ last case என்ன? You have -1 divided by 3. So you have P of -1 by 3 which is going to be 3 into -1 by 3 the whole cube. Calculation மட்டும் carefully போடுங்க. Okay, -5 into x square. X square na you have -1 by 3 the whole square. Then minus 11 into -1 divided by 3 minus 3. Okay, இப்போ இதை solve பண்ணா என்ன கிடைக்கும்? I have 3 times -1 by 3 the whole cube is 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So you have -1 divided by 27 minus 5 into -1 by 3 the whole square is 1 by 9. Then plus 11 divided by 3 minus 3. இப்போ இதில் என்ன cancel பண்ண முடியும்? I can write this as 3 9s are 27. இப்போ LCM எடுக்கலாமா? When I take the LCM, I have -1 minus 5. In the இடத்துல I have to multiply by 3 இல்லையா? So 3 into 3 and here I have to multiply by 9 to take the LCM. So I have 11 into 3 is going to be plus 33. Then 9 3s are 27. So minus 27 the whole divided by 9. Okay, LCM எடுத்திருக்கேன். So this is going to be -1 minus 5 is going to be -6. Minus 6 minus 27 is going to be minus 33. So minus 33 plus 33 divided by 9 which is going to be 0. So we also proved that P of -1 by 3 equals 0. So we have -1 by 3 is a 0. Okay, so இப்போ நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம்? We can prove the relationship between the coefficients and the zeros. So you have alpha plus beta plus gamma equals minus b divided by a. Idana first relation. So you have from this alpha plus beta plus gamma enna 3, then -1 minus 1 by 3. So we have 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3 equals minus b divided by a. So in the இடத்துல first abc values நம்ம எழுதலல. So let us write that you have a, b, c and d, okay, including the minus sign. So you have a value equals 3, b equals -5, c equals -11, d equals -3. So minus b by a na another it is going to be minus of -5 divided by 3. So you have minus of -5 divided by 3. இப்போ இந்த பக்கம் LCM எடுத்தா we have 3 3s are 9 minus 3 1s are 3 minus 1 divided by 3 equals 5 divided by 3. So we have 9 minus 3 is 6, 6 minus 1 equals 5. So from this we have 5 by 3 equals 5 by 3 and hence the first relationship is verified. Now second relationship enna? We have the sum of the product of zeros. So you have alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha equals c divided by a. Positive. Okay. Now alpha beta enna? It is going to be 3 into -1. So 3 into -1 plus beta gamma which is -1 into -1 divided by 3 plus gamma alpha is going to be -1 by 3 times 3 equals c divided by a. C enna? -11 divided by 3. Okay, so when I solve this I have -3 plus 1 by 3. In the இடத்துல 3 and 3 cancel ஆயிடும். So I have -1. -1 equals -11 divided by 3. -3 minus 1 is going to be -4 plus 1 by 3 equals -11 divided by 3. 4 3s are 12. So -12 plus 1 divided by 3 equals -11 divided by 3. So from this we have -11 by 3 equals -11 by 3. So this is also verified. புரிஞ்சுதா? இப்படிதான் check பண்ணும். Next last you have the product alpha beta gamma equals minus d divided by a. Last coefficient. Okay. So alpha beta gamma enna? It is going to be 3 minus 1 minus 3. So 3 into -1 into -1 divided by 3 equals d is going to be minus of -1 irukku. D is going to be -3 divided by 3. Okay. So when I cancel some values, I have 3 and 3 cancel ஆயிடும். இங்கேயும் 3 and 3 cancel ஆயிடும். So on the left hand side, I have minus into minus plus. So 1 equals இங்கேயும் minus into minus becomes 1. So this is also verified. Okay. Please copy. So with this we are done with the example questions. Let's move on to exercise. In the example திரும்ப ஒரு வாட்டி போட்டு பாருங்க. Okay, so இப்போ zeros எப்படி check பண்ணுவோம்? P of that 0 is going to be 0. Okay, அப்படிதான் check பண்ணுவோம். Now exercise 2.2, we have to find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial and verify the relation. Okay, so எல்லாமே quadratic. So first subsection, x square minus 2x minus 8. So we want the product of zeros to be minus 8 and the sum of zeros to be minus 2. So என்ன option இருக்கு? We can do minus 4 into 2. Correct? Minus 4 into 2 is 8. Minus 4 plus 2 is going to be minus 2. So we have minus 4, 2. இது எப்படி split பண்ணலாம்? X square minus 4x plus 2x minus 8 equals 0. இப்போ x common எடுத்தா we have x minus 4. இங்கேயும் x minus 4 வேணும்னா we have to add plus 2. So this is going to be 0. இப்போ x minus 4 common எடுத்தா we have x plus 2 equals 0. So from this we have x equals 4 and x equals minus 2. So இப்போ alpha என்ன 4, beta equals minus 2. Okay, இதுக்கு முன்னாடி example sums போட்டிருக்கேன், அதையும் பாருங்க, you will understand it better. இப்போ alpha beta தெரியும். What is the relation? Sum of zeros equals minus b divided by a. இந்த இடத்துல first abc எழுதிடலாமா? So you have a value to be 1, b is going to be minus 2 and c is going to be minus 8. Okay, some symbol விட்டுறாதீங்க. So you have a equals 1, b equals minus 2 and c equals minus 8. Okay, so இப்போ minus b by a அப்படின்னா என்ன? So from this we have alpha plus beta. So 4 plus minus 2 equals minus of b. So minus 2 divided by a value 1. So you have 4 minus 2 equals 2, 2 equals 2. So the first relation is verified. Second, you have product of zeros equals c divided by a. Product of zeros enna 4 into minus 2 equals c enna minus 8 divided by a. So you have minus 8 equals minus 8, hence verified. Okay, please copy. Now second subsection. You have 4s square minus 4s plus 1. If product of zeros and it has to be 4 into 1. So product of zeros is going to be 4 into 1. And in the earthala you need the sum to be minus 4. So you can do minus 2 into minus 2. Minus 2 into minus 2 is going to be plus 4. Minus 2 plus minus 2 is going to be minus 4. So I can write this as 4s square minus 2s plus 1 equals 0. So when I take 2s common, again the 2s எடுக்கலாமா? So I'll have 2s minus 1. இங்கேயும் 2s minus 1 வேணும். I have to multiply by minus 1. Okay, splitting the middle term la நிறைய questions solve பண்ணுங்க, you'll understand. Okay, now here when I take 2s minus 1 common எடுத்தா I'll have again 2s minus 1 equals 0. So from this I have 2s minus 1 equals 0. ரெண்டுமே ஒண்ணுதான். 2s minus 1 equals 0. So I have s equals 1 divided by 2. So ரெண்டுமே alpha equals half and beta is also equal to half. You have equal zeros. Okay, so when I check the relation, you have alpha plus beta equals minus b divided by a. ABC values எழுதலாமா? So you have a equals 4, b equals minus 4 and c equals 1. Okay, so b minus 4 divided by 4. So we have alpha plus beta is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 equals minus b, which is minus of minus 4 divided by 4. So half plus half is 1 equals 4 cancel ஆயிடும் 1. This is also verified. Okay, இப்போ alpha beta equals c divided by a. So from this we have 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 equals c by a, which is 1 by 4. So we have 1 by 4 equals 1 by 4. So this is also verified. Okay, please copy. Now question number 3. Very simple questions தான் இதெல்லாம். Splitting the middle term மட்டும் கரெக்டா பண்ணி zeros கண்டுபிடிச்சிருங்க. Okay, so you have 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. First இத default formula, general formula எழுதணும். So 6x square minus 7x minus 3. இதுதான் நம்மளோட general form. So இந்த மாதிரி எழுதணும். So you have a equals 6, b equals minus 7 and c equals minus 3. Okay, so இப்போ நம்மளோட product என்னவா வரணும்? It has to be 6 into minus 3. So minus 18 is the product and the sum has to be minus 7. So minus 7 வேணும்னா you can do minus 9 into 2 is going to be minus 18. Minus 9 plus 2 equals minus 7. So when I split this, I'm going to have 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. So I can take 3 common எடுக்கலாம், x common எடுக்கலாம். What will I be left with? I'll have 2x minus 3. இங்கேயும் 2x minus 3. So I can add a plus 1, okay, to get what is needed. So from this we have 3x plus 1 times 2x minus 3 equals 0. When I equate this individually, we'll have x equals minus 1 divided by 3. Idhilende we have x equals 3 divided by 2. Punjada? So you have alpha equals minus 1 by 3 and beta equals 3 divided by 2. Now the sum of zeros. So alpha plus beta equals minus b divided by a. In the equation la ezhudunga, exam la ellavatiyum ezhudunga. So this is minus 1 by 3 plus 3 by 2 equals minus b by a, which is minus 7 divided by 6. So minus 7 divided by 6. When I take the LCM, I can multiply this by 2 and this by 3. Okay, so this is going to be minus 2 plus 9 divided by 6 equals 7 by 6. So 7 by 6 equals 7 divided by 6. So hence verified. Okay, now product. Alpha beta equals c divided by a. So from this we have alpha beta na minus 1 by 3 into 3 by 2 equals c by a. C by a na minus 3 divided by 6. So we have minus 3 divided by 6. So here I can cancel the 3 and the 3. Ingyo I can cancel. So what will I be left with? I have minus 1 by 2 equals minus 1 by 2. Okay, hence verified. Hence the relationship between the coefficients and the zeros are verified. Okay. Now question number 4. We have 4u square plus 8u equals 0. This is common. You can take 4u outside. So we will be left with u plus 2 equals 0. So if 4u equals 0 equate panna, you have u equals 0. And u plus 2 equals 0 equate panna, you have u equals minus 2. So what are the zeros? Alpha equals 0 and beta equals minus 2. Sorry. And beta equals minus 2. And what are the values of a? You have a equals 4, b equals 8 and c equals 0. Okay, Punjada? So from this we have alpha plus beta equals minus b divided by a. So from this 0 plus minus 2 equals minus of 8 divided by 4. So from this we have minus 2 equals minus 2. Verified. Next, product of zeros, alpha beta equals c divided by a. So from this we have the product 0 into minus 2 equals 0 divided by 4. So we have 0 equals 0. So this is also verified. Okay, please copy. Next, fifth question, t square minus 15. So you have t square minus 15 equals 0. So from this we have a value to be 1, b is 0, c is going to be minus 15. Okay, so in that how can I write this? This is on the form a square minus b square. But first b square you have b square equals 15. So you can write this as 3 into 5. So this is going to be root 15. So from this we have b equals root 15. So I can split this as, this is on the form a square minus b square. I can write this as a plus b into a minus b. Okay, so this is going to be t plus root 15, t minus root 15 equals 0. So from this we have t equals minus root 15 and t equals 15. Okay, sorry, plus root 15. So from this we have alpha equals minus root 15 and beta equals plus root 15. Now the relationship alpha plus beta equals minus b divided by a. So we have minus root 15 plus root 15 equals minus b, which is 0 divided by 1. So 0 equals 0. So this is also verified. Next, alpha beta equals c divided by a. Alpha beta and minus root 15 times root 15 equals c value is minus 15. So root 15 is going to be 15. So we have minus 15 equals minus 15. So this is also verified. Okay, please copy. Now, sixth subsection, 3x square minus x minus 4. So sixth, 3x square minus x minus 4. So we have a to be 3, b equals minus 1, c equals minus 4. So we want the product of zeros to be minus 12 and the sum of zeros to be minus 1. So sum of zeros minus 1 we can have minus 4 into 3. So minus 4 into 3. So when I split this equals 0, 3x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 4 equals 0. So I can take x outside. I have 3x minus 4. In given 3x minus 4 I'll have plus 1 equals 0. So from this we have 3x minus 4 into x plus 1 equals 0. So x equals minus 1 and x equals 4 divided by 3. So we have alpha equals minus 1 and beta equals 4 divided by 3. So alpha plus beta equals minus b divided by a. Alpha plus beta and minus 1 plus 4 by 3 equals minus b by a, which is minus 1 divided by 3. When I take the LCM, we have minus 3 plus 4 divided by 3 equals 1 by 3 1 by 3 equals 1 by 3. Hence verified. Next, alpha beta equals c divided by a. So alpha beta enna minus 1 into 4 divided by 3 equals c by a. C by a enna 4 by 3. So we have 4 divided by 3. Sorry, minus 4 divided by 3. Value varliyen check panna, you have to check for the sign. Okay, minus 4 by 3. Hence verified. Okay, please copy. Ipo, question number 2. Find the quadratic polynomial for which the sum of the products, அதாவது zeros கொடுத்திருக்கு, you have to find the quadratic equation. Okay, it's very very simple. So first of all, ax² plus bx plus c நம்ம எப்படி எழுதலாம்? We can write it as x minus alpha into x minus beta. Okay, now first values substitute பண்ணாம I'll directly find what the equation is. So what do we have? இத ரெண்டுத்தையும் multiply பண்ணா I'll have x². Then இத ரெண்டுத்தையும் multiply பண்ணா I'll have minus beta into x. Then if I multiply these two, I have minus alpha into x. Then if I multiply the last two terms, I'll have plus alpha beta. So from this I have x² minus x common எடுத்தா I'll have alpha plus beta plus alpha beta. So this is going to be the general equation. Now I'm going to substitute the values inside this. Okay, so for first subsection I'm going to have 1 by 4. So I'll write the values. We have alpha equals 1 by 4 and beta equals minus 1. So we have alpha plus beta equals 1 by 4 plus minus 1. When I take the LCM, I have 1 minus 4 divided by 4, which is going to be minus 3 divided by 4. Then we have the product alpha beta equals 1 by 4 into minus 1, which is going to be minus 1 divided by 4. இப்போ நம்மளோட equation என்ன? x² minus x into sum of zeros, which is minus 3 divided by 4 plus alpha beta is going to be minus 1 divided by 4. So from this we have x² plus 3x divided by 4 minus 1 by 4 equals 0. I can multiply the 4. So we have 4x² plus 3x minus 1 equals 0. So this is going to be the quadratic equation. Okay. Question number 2. Again, your equation is going to be x² minus x into alpha plus beta plus alpha beta. If alpha enna, it is going to be root 2 and beta is going to be 1 divided by 3. So alpha plus beta equals root 2 plus 1 by 3. இது எதுமே பண்ண முடியாது. You can write this as 3 root 2 plus 1 the whole divided by 3. இந்த மாதிரி எழுதலாம். Then alpha beta is going to be root 2 divided by 3. Okay, when I substitute that in the equation, we have x² minus x into 3 root 2 plus 1 divided by 3 plus root 2 divided by 3 equals 0. Okay, now this when I multiply by 3, I have x², 3x² minus x into 3 root 2 plus 1 plus root 2 equals 0. இப்போ உங்களுக்கு வந்திருக்கிறது கரெக்டா இல்லையான்னு எப்படி தெரியும்? Substitute one of the zeros and see. So you have alpha equals root 2. இப்போ root 2 substitute பண்ணா என்ன ஆகும்? When alpha equals root 2, when I substitute that, I have 3 into root 2 the whole square minus root 2 into 3 root 2 plus 1 plus root 2 equals 0. When I multiply, I have 3 into root 2 into root 2 is 2 minus இதை உள்ள multiply பண்ணா I have 3 into 2 minus root 2 plus root 2 equals 0. So you have 6 minus 6 minus root 2 plus root 2 equals 0. So this gets cancelled, this gets cancelled. So you have 0 equals 0. So whatever equation you have found out is correct. And 0 satisfy agudilla, we have checked that this is going to be the 0. Okay. Now question number 3. You have 0 minus root 5. Nama equation enna x² minus x into the sum of zeros plus product of zeros. Okay. So alpha equals 0 and beta equals root 5. So we have alpha plus beta equals root 5. Alpha beta equals 0. So the equation is going to be x² minus x into root 5 plus 0 equals 0. So we have x² minus root 5x equals 0. Okay. Now question number 4. Alpha equals 1, beta equals 1. So alpha plus beta equals 1 plus 1, which is 2. And alpha beta equals 1 into 1, which is going to be 1. Equation enna x² minus x into alpha plus beta. So 2 plus alpha beta equals 0. So we have x² minus 2x plus 1 equals 0. Okay, please copy. Question number 5. So we have alpha equals minus 1 by 4 and beta equals 1 divided by 4. So we have alpha plus beta equals minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which is going to be 0. And alpha beta equals minus 1 by 4 into 1 by 4, which is going to be minus 1 divided by 16. Okay, cancel na pannidadinga. So what is the equation? X² minus x into the sum of zeros plus product of zeros. So minus 1 divided by 16 equals 0. So we have x square minus 1 by 16 equals 0, or you can multiply the 16 and say 16x square minus 1 equals 16 into 0. Another we are directly writing it as 0. Okay. So this is going to be the equation. Okay. Next, last question. We have sixth subsection, alpha equals 4, beta equals 1. So we have alpha plus beta equals 4 plus 1, which is 5. And alpha beta equals 4 into 1, which is 4. So what is the equation? X square minus x into alpha plus beta plus alpha beta equals 0. So the equation is x square minus 5x plus 4 equals 0. Okay. So with this we are done with this particular exercise. இதோட உங்களோட சிலபஸ் முடிஞ்சது. பட் இதுக்கப்புறமா they have omitted the syllabus. CBSEலேருந்தே இந்த சிலபஸ் எல்லாம் எடுத்துட்டாங்க. பட் I'll teach 2 to 3 different sums. இந்த மாதிரி எக்ஸாமில் கேட்கறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது. ஏன்னா omitted portionலேருந்து திடீர்னு ஏதாவது ஒரு கான்செப்ஷுவல் கொஷின் கேட்டாங்கன்னா மாட்டிப்பீங்க. இட் இஸ் பெட்டர் டு நோ. இப்போவே தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டா 11th standard 12th standardல இன்னும் ஈஸியாக இருக்கும். ஓகே. ஸோ moving on to the next topic, you are going to divide a polynomial. இப்போ நம்ம நார்மலா 12 divided by 4 னா என்ன? We'll do 12 divided by 4. 4 3s are 12, 0. இந்த மாதிரி divide பண்ணுவோம். How do you divide a polynomial? You have to know this because it's very very important. இப்போ p of x கொடுத்திருக்கு, g of x கொடுத்திருக்கு. So we are going to basically divide p of x divided by g of x. இப்போ let's see, x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3. This is going to be the dividend. இப்போ divisor என்ன? You have x square minus 2. Okay, so in the mari cases la, first of all, you have x cube here and you have x square here. So to make that 0, to make the first term 0, நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போறோம்? I'm going to multiply by x. Okay, இப்போ x square into x என்ன? It is going to be x cube, which is going to be the first term. So இதுதான் நம்மளோட logic. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to multiply by x. If I multiply by x, what happens? X square into x is going to be x cube. But remember, you have a minus 2 here. So அதையும் multiply பண்ணணும். So this is basically x square minus 2 into x. So I'm getting x cube minus 2x. Okay. So இந்த இடத்துல minus 2x இருக்கு. But you also have to notice, இந்த இடத்துல x square இருக்கு, இங்க x இருக்கு. Can you cancel that? You cannot cancel. But இந்த இடத்துல x term இருக்கு. So what am I going to do? I'm going to remove this minus 2x and write the minus 2x directly. எங்க x இருக்கோ, I'm going to write it there. Okay. So இப்போ இங்க என்ன ஆகும்? It will become a plus 0. Okay. So how do you solve this? I'm going to subtract the whole equation. So when I subtract, here it becomes a minus. Here it becomes a minus. இங்க already ஒரு minus இருக்கு. So this becomes a plus. So this is the minus that is already there. So the minus becomes a plus. எப்போமே subtract பண்ணும்போது minus becomes a plus. So what happens now? X cube and the x cube gets cancelled. Next we have minus 3x square minus 0. So this is minus 3x square. Then we have 5x plus 2x. So this is going to be plus 7x. Okay, இந்த மாதிரி ரெண்டு term போடணும். இப்போ now we have x square here, and what is the divisor? Here also we have x square. Now I can multiply by 1. X square by x square and it is going to be 1. But what is the coefficient here? It is going to be minus 3. So the minus 3x square cancel பண்ணனும்னா நான் என்ன பண்ண போறேன்? So what am I going to do? I'm going to do minus 3. So இப்போ இந்த மாதிரி பண்ணா என்ன ஆகும்? I have x square minus 2 times minus 3. So this is going to be minus 3 into x square. இந்த இடத்துல இதை multiply பண்ணா I'm going to have plus 6. But இங்கே தான் constant இருக்கு. கரெக்டா? So இங்கே constant இருக்கிறதுனால என்ன பண்ண போறேன்? I'm going to remove this plus 6, put plus 0, plus 6. Okay, so I'm going to bring this 3 also down. இந்த இடத்துல constant இருக்கிறதுனால நான் இந்த மாதிரி பண்றேன். Okay, we'll solve more questions. You'll understand. இது எடுத்த உடனே கொஞ்சம் காம்ப்ளிகேட்டடா இருக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கும், but it is not. Okay, so this again I'm going to subtract. So இந்த இடத்துல minus இருக்கு, so this becomes a plus. Then you have a plus here, this becomes minus. இந்த இடத்துல இருக்கிற plus, it also becomes minus. Now what happens? I can cancel this. So நம்மளோட main motive என்ன? You have to cancel the first term. So whatever is here, you are going to cancel this. That is the main motive. So first term இங்கே cancel பண்றதுக்கு I multiplied by x. Next term cancel பண்றதுக்கு I multiplied by minus 3. புரிஞ்சுதா? Now we have 7x minus 0 is going to be 7x. Then minus 3 minus 6 is going to be minus 9. Okay, இப்போ இதை further எதா பண்ண முடியுமா? So இந்த இடத்துல I'm going to leave it as 7x minus 9. So from this we can write it as, if you divide x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3 divided by x square minus 2 பண்ணா, I'm going to get the quotient to be x minus 3 and the remainder equals 7x minus 9. So இதை எப்படி எழுதலாம்? I can write dividend equals quotient into divisor plus remainder. Okay, இந்த மாதிரி எழுதலாமா? So dividend equals quotient, which is x minus 3 into divisor x square minus 2 plus remainder. Okay, so this is just how to split பெரிய பெரிய fractions. இப்போ x³ எல்லாம் இருக்கு அப்படின்னா அதெல்லாம் எப்படி split பண்ணணும் தெரியணும்ல. So that is why we are doing this. இப்போ let's solve second subsection. You will understand this better. So you have p of x, which is going to be x power 4 minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5 divided by x square plus 1 minus x. நான் இதை first order எழுதிக்கிறேன். So you have x square minus x plus 1. Okay, to make the first term 0, நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போறோம்? We are going to multiply by x square. புரிஞ்சுதா? When I multiply by x square, we have x square into x square, which is going to be x power 4. இப்போ எழுதலாமா? So x square into x square is going to be x power 4. Then we have minus x into x square. So we have minus x cube. Then you have 1 plus x square. So this is going to be plus x square. இப்போ நம்மளோட ஈக்குவேஷன்ல என்ன இருக்கு? You see that there is no x cube term. So நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போறோம்? I am going to question எழுதும் போதே let us move this and add இந்த இடத்துல plus 0x cube. Okay, it will avoid some confusion. So always do that. Now I'm going to subtract. So subtract panna, this becomes a minus, this plus minus becomes a plus. In that minus irukilla, so that becomes a plus. Then we have plus becomes a minus. Now what happens? The first term gets cancelled. Adha nammaloda motive. The first term has to go off. Then 0x cube plus x cube. So you have x cube now. Then minus 3x square minus x square. So it becomes minus 4x square. Okay, it's very very simple. இப்போ next term என்ன இந்த இடத்துல you have x cube, இங்க x square இருக்கு. அப்ப நான் என்ன பண்ண போறேன்? I'm going to add plus x. Okay, when I multiply the x now, I'll have x square into x is going to give me x cube. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன இருக்கு? x into minus x is going to be minus x square. Then we have x into 1, which is going to be x. So plus x. So I can also bring this. So we have plus 4x. So this again I'm going to subtract. So this becomes a minus. இந்த இடத்துல minus becomes a plus. Then this becomes a minus. எதனால அப்படி sign மாறுது? Because we are subtracting. Subtract பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும்? இப்போ 1 minus of minus 2 இருக்குன்னா இந்த minus becomes a plus. கரெக்டா? இதுதான் நம்ம ஷார்ட்கட்ல பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். Okay? So this when I subtract, the first term goes off. So நம்மளோட motive என்ன? Satisfy ஆயிடுச்சு. We have minus 4x square plus x square. So we have minus 3x square. Then 4x minus x is going to be plus 3x. Okay? இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல என்ன இருக்கு? I see I have minus 3x square. இந்த இடத்துல x square மட்டும் தான் இருக்கு. So I'm going to add a minus 3. So minus 3 போட்டா என்ன ஆகும்? Minus 3 into x square is going to be minus 3x square. Next, minus 3 into minus x is going to be plus 3x. Then I have minus 3 into 1. So we have minus 3. Now I can also bring this 5. So plus 5. இப்போ இது என்ன ஆகும்? The first I have to subtract. The minus becomes a plus. Then we have this is a minus and this also becomes a plus. இப்போ என்ன ஆகுது? The first term gets cancelled. The second term also gets cancelled. 3x minus 3x cancel ஆயிடும். 5 plus 3 is going to be 8. So from this we have quotient equals x square plus x minus 3 and the remainder is going to be 8. So basically நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம்? You can write x power 4. What is the question? Minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5 as quotient, which is x square plus x minus 3. Quotient into divisor and x square minus x plus 1. X square minus x plus 1. Quotient into divisor plus remainder, which is 8. Okay? Simple. Please copy. இப்போ check whether the first polynomial is the factor of the second. திரும்ப நம்ம அதே தான் பண்ண போறோம். இப்போ factorனா என்ன அர்த்தம்? நம்ம ஆல்ரெடி பார்த்திருக்கோம். If we find alpha and p of alpha equals 0 அப்படினா என்ன அர்த்தம்? The remainder is basically going to be 0. இப்போ ஒரு number divisible னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? If you do 12 divided by 4, you have 4 3s are 12, 0. If the remainder is going to be 0, then it is divisible. So நம்ம எப்படி எழுத போறோம்? If the remainder equals 0, then it is divisible. Okay? So இதில் first question நீங்கள் போடுங்க, நான் second and third போட போகிறேன். So இப்போ second question, we have x cube plus 3x plus 1. So that is going to be the divisor. X square 3x plus 1 divided by, always be careful, இந்த இடத்துல x power 4 இருக்கு, இங்க x square இருக்கு. எது dividend, எது divisorனு carefully பார்த்து போடுங்க. So you have 3x power 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 2x plus 2. Okay, இப்போ இதை solve பண்ணலாமா? So இப்போ first எதால multiply பண்ண போறேன்? I'm going to multiply by x square, but remember there is also a 3. நமக்கு full-ஆ தானே cancel ஆகணும். So 3ஐயும் multiply பண்ணணும். So 3 into x square is going to be 3x power 4. So 3x power 4. Next term 3x square into 3x is going to be 3 3s are 9. So plus 9 into x square into x is going to be x cube. Then next term 3x square into 1. So this is going to be plus 3x square. Now we have to subtract. Remember. So in that minus, inge minus idom, the plus becomes a minus. The first term goes off. 3x power 4, 3x power 4 poido. Then we have 5x cube minus 9x cube. So we have minus 4x cube. In the subtraction la theriyudilla, you have 5x cube minus 9x cube. So 5 minus 9 is minus 4. So minus 4x cube. Then minus 7x square minus 3x square. இப்போ நம்ம எந்த சைனை பார்க்கணும்? இந்த சைன் பார்க்கணும். Plus பார்க்க கூடாது. So minus 7x square minus 3x square is minus 10x square. Now we have a minus 4x cube. So in that என்ன term இருக்கு? Minus 4x cube. We have only x square here. So I'm going to do minus 4 into x. புரிஞ்சுதா? Minus 4x into x square minus 4x into x square is going to give me minus 4x cube, which is what is needed here. புரிஞ்சுதா? So minus, if x square into minus 4x is going to be minus 4x cube. Next, we have minus 4x into 3x. So we have minus 12x square. Then last term minus 4 into 1 is going to be minus 4x. I can also bring this term. So we have plus 2x. Okay? இப்போ இதை subtract பண்ணா என்ன கிடைக்கும்? This becomes a plus. Minus becomes a plus again, then minus becomes a plus again. இப்போ மொத்தமா plus ஆயிடுச்சு. So what happens? This gets cancelled. Now we have minus 10x square plus 12x square. So it is going to be 2x square. 2x plus 4x is going to be plus 6x. Okay? 6x. Now we have 2x square. இந்த இடத்துல x square இருக்கு. So we have to add a 2. So இந்த இடத்துலயும் what do you notice? You see that here we have x square, then x, then no x term. Constant. So அந்த மாதிரி தான் நியூமரேட்டர்லயும் வரப்போகுது. You have x square, x, அதே மாதிரி கியூபுக்கும் வரும். x cube, x square, x and then a constant. Okay? So இந்த மாதிரி decrease ஆயிட்டே வருதானு check பண்ணுங்க. Then 2 பண்ணியாச்சு. Now when I multiply, I have 2x square. Then 3x into 2 is going to be plus 6x. Then 1 into 2 is going to be plus 2. And I have a 2 here. So you have plus 2. When I subtract this, what do I have? இந்த இடத்துல minus, இங்கே minus, இங்கேயும் minus. So what happens? This becomes a 0. So if remainder equals 0, which means x square plus 3x plus 1. அதாவது divisor is a factor. அப்படிதான் எழுதணும். Is a factor of, நம்ம question என்ன? 3x power 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 2x plus 2. Okay? Please copy. இப்போ third subsection. Third subsection என்ன? We have x power 5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய sums போடுங்க for you to understand. x cube minus 3x plus 1. இல்லாட்டி இந்த மாதிரி at least understand that there is one question like this. Okay? So first I have to multiply by x square. So x cube into x square is going to be x power 5. Then minus 3x into x square is minus 3x cube. Then 1 into x square is plus x square. Okay? Now when I subtract, I have this becomes a minus, this becomes a plus and this becomes a minus. So எதெல்லாம் cancel ஆகும்? x power 5 cancel ஆகுது. x square cancel ஆகுது. Now I have minus 4x cube plus 3x cube. So I have minus x cube plus 0 plus இந்த இடத்துல 3x போட்டுக்கிறேன். Okay? Now in the quotient I have to do minus 1. x square minus 1. இல்லையா? So இந்த இடத்துல I have minus x cube plus 3x. So in that 0 plus 3x then minus 1. So I can also bring the 1. So plus 1. Punjada, I am multiplying minus 1 with this whole thing. Okay. So this is going to be, when I subtract, minus becomes a plus. Then this is a 0. This becomes minus and this becomes plus. If overall this is getting cancelled. This is getting cancelled. This is getting cancelled. But this is going to be 1 plus 1. So the remainder equals 2. Since remainder is not equal to 0, we can say that x square minus 3x plus 1 is not a factor. Okay, so this is how you write in your exam. Not a factor of question enna? X power 5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. Okay, please copy. So question number 4. They've given if two zeros of the polynomial are x power 4. இப்போ ரெண்டு zeros already கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? Alpha and beta they've already given. So how can you first of all find the equation? இப்போ two zeros are going to be 2 plus or minus root 3. So we have alpha equals 2 plus root 3 and beta equals 2 minus root 3. So how do you find the equation? You have alpha plus beta equals 2 plus root 3 plus 2 minus root 3. 2 minus root 3. So this is going to be 4. Then alpha beta equals a plus b into a minus b formula irukku. 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3. So this is going to be a square minus b square. So you have 4 minus 3, which is going to be 1. So what is the equation? X square minus x into sum of zeros, which is plus 4 plus product of zeros. So this is going to be x square minus 4x plus 1. So in the equation oda zeros idun kuduthanga, which means it is already given that x square minus 4x plus 1 is a factor of x power 4 minus 6x cube minus 26x square plus 138x minus 35. அங்க ஒரு 35 இருக்கு, அதை மிஸ் பண்ணிடாதீங்க. So it is given that it is already a factor. இப்போ நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போறோம்? We have to find other zeros. You see that this is going to be a polynomial of power 4, which means you have 4 zeros. அதுல 2 zero already கொடுத்துட்டாங்க, which is going to be 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3. You have to find 2 other zeros. அதை நம்ம எப்படி பண்ண போறோம்? Again we are going to do the long division. You are going to get the remainder to be 0. Quotient வரும். Quotient is splitting the middle term. That's all. Okay. So let's do this. We have x power 4. X power 4 minus 6x cube minus 26x square plus 138x minus 35 divided by x square minus 4x plus 1. So first of all, I'm going to multiply by x square. And x power 4 இருக்கு. So we have x power 4 minus 4x cube plus x square. Okay, இதெல்லாம் நமக்கு இப்போ தெரியுமா? So when you subtract, here it becomes a plus and here it becomes a minus. So what happens? The first term gets cancelled. Minus 6x cube plus 4x square. So we have minus 2x cube. Then minus 26x square minus x square. So this is minus 27x square. You can bring the next term. So we have 138x. Okay. Now next you have to multiply by minus 2 into x. Correct? If you multiply x square into minus 2x, you're going to get minus 2 into x cube. Okay. So we have minus 2 into x cube. Then minus minus plus side. So plus 4 2s are 8x square. Then we have minus 2x. Okay. So this is going to be, when we subtract, minus becomes a plus, this becomes a minus, and this becomes a plus. Now overall, the first term gets cancelled. And then we have 27x square minus 8x square. So minus minus plus minus side. So we have minus 35x square. 138 plus 2 is going to be 140. So 140x in the minus 35. Now I have to multiply by minus 35. When we do that, we have minus 35x square. Then minus into minus plus 35 into 4. 35 into 4. 5 4s are 20. 2 4 3s are 12. 13 14. So we have 140x minus 35. Now when you subtract, the minus becomes a plus. Plus becomes a minus and minus becomes a plus. இப்போ என்னாச்சு? The whole term is getting cancelled and the remainder equals 0. நம்ம தான் already factor னு சொல்லிட்டோமே. இப்போ what is the quotient? Quotient equals x square minus 2x minus 35. இப்போ இது splitting the middle term பண்ணணும் to find what the zeros are. So we see that the product of zeros is going to be minus 35 and we want the sum of zeros to be minus 2. So 5 7s are பண்ணலாமா? So minus 7 5. So when you split the middle term, we have x square minus 7x plus 5x minus 35 equals 0. So this is going to be x common adutha x minus 7 and x minus 7. You get plus 5 equals 0. So we have x equals 7 and x equals 5. The other, the other two zeros are 7 and 5. Okay, all of that simple. Okay. Now last question. If the polynomial, இந்த மாதிரி question வந்து 10th standardல final examல எனக்கு கேட்டாங்க. So உங்களுக்கும் கேட்பாங்க. இது omitted portion தான், but still it's better to know. Okay, if you know this, it will be very very helpful. இப்போ என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கு? If the polynomial, so this is the dividend, is divided by another polynomial. இப்போ இது divisor. The remainder comes out to be x plus a. நமக்கு என்ன தெரியும்? Dividend equals quotient into divisor plus remainder. இந்த formula தெரியுமா? இப்போ நம்மளோட dividend என்ன? It is going to be x power 4 minus 6x cube plus 16x square minus 25x plus 10 equals quotient என்ன நம்ம இன்னும் கண்டுபிடிக்கல. So quotient into divisor, which is going to be x square minus 2x plus k plus remainder என்ன? It is given that it is going to be x plus a. இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்ண போறேன்? I'm going to take this x plus a to the other side. So what do I have? X power 4 minus 6x cube plus 16x square minus 25x plus 10 minus x minus a. மொத்தமா அந்த பக்கம் கொண்டு போனா we have minus x minus a equals x square minus 2x plus k times the quotient. இப்போ என்னாச்சு? நம்மளோட new dividend is going to be x power 4 minus 6x cube plus 16x square minus, இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல என்ன இருக்கு? You see that there is minus 25x minus x. So this becomes minus 26x, then plus 10 minus a. So this is going to be our new dividend. Okay, reminder already கொடுத்திருக்குனா இந்த மாதிரி எழுதி you have to find your new dividend. So this is going to be x square minus 2x plus k times q of x. புரிஞ்சுதா? Now we are going to divide. So we have x power 4 minus 6x cube plus 16x square minus 26x plus 10 minus a. The plus 10 minus a is going to be the constant, okay, divided by x square minus 2x plus k. We have to find the value of k and a, okay. So இப்போ first x square ஆல multiply பண்ணா I have x power 4 minus 2x cube plus kx square, okay. The k பார்த்த உடனே don't panic. So minus becomes a plus, then plus becomes a minus. இது நமக்கு தெரியும். The first term gets cancelled. So if you have minus 6x cube plus 2x square. So this is going to be minus 4x cube. Then 16x square. இப்போ நான் x square common எடுத்தா this becomes 16 minus k and the next term comes down. So minus 26x. இப்போ என்ன ஆகும்? I have to multiply by 4x. Correcta? So we have minus 4x cube plus 4 2s are 8x square minus 4kx. Now again when I subtract this, minus becomes a plus, plus becomes a minus and minus becomes a plus. So the first term gets cancelled, which is our motive. இப்போ next we have x square times 16 minus k minus 8. Correcta? Then we have here plus x into minus 26 plus 4k. Okay, now I'm going to bring this 10 minus a. So plus 10 minus a. இப்போ நான் இந்த ஸ்டெப்பை மட்டும் simplify பண்ணிக்கிறேன். So this is going to be x square times 16 minus 8 என்ன? 8 minus k plus இந்த இடத்துல it remains the same. 26 plus 4k plus 10 minus a. Okay, now I have 8 minus k இங்க இருக்கு. இந்த இடத்துல x square இங்க x square. So I have to add plus 8 minus k in the quotient. Okay, now this becomes x square into 8 minus k. Next term என்ன? Minus 2x into 8 minus k. 8 minus k ஓட multiply பண்ணணும். So minus 2x into 8 minus k is going to be minus 2x into 8 minus k, then plus k into 8 minus k. Now when I subtract, இந்த ஸ்டெப்பும் ஒன்று தான். Okay, please don't get confused. So this becomes a minus, the minus becomes a plus and plus becomes a minus. இப்போ overall என்ன ஆகும்? The first term gets cancelled and I'll be left with x common எடுத்தா I have minus 26 plus 4k plus 2 into 8 minus k. Okay, இந்த இடத்துல உள்ள multiply பண்றேன். This is going to be the x term plus constants என்ன? 10 minus a minus k into 8 minus k. So this is going to be the remainder. இப்போ questionல என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கு? The remainder is already 0 ன்னு கொடுத்திருக்கு. So let's equate the remainder that we just got and equate that to 0. So if I simplify the remainder, I have x into 26 plus 4k. இதை உள்ள multiply பண்ணா I have plus 16 minus 2k. Then plus இங்க என்ன இருக்கு? 10 minus a minus 8k plus k square. So this is going to be our remainder. இப்போ இதை 0 க்கு equate பண்ணா I see that the x coefficient is also a 0 and the constant is also a 0. Correct? So this is equal to 0. Now we have 0x plus 0. If I equate the coefficients, I'll have minus 26 plus 16. So from this we have minus 26 plus 4k plus 16. 4k plus 16 minus 2k equals 0. இது ஒரு equation. And the next equation is going to be 10 minus a minus 8k. 10 minus a minus 8k plus k square equals 0. So this is another equation. Okay? புரிஞ்சுதா? Okay. So let's find the value of k from this. So we have minus 26 plus 16 is going to be minus 10. 4 minus 2 is going to be plus 2k equals 0. So we have 2k equals 10 and k equals 5. Okay, இப்போ இதை இங்க substitute பண்ணி a கண்டுபிடிக்கலாமா? When I take a to the other side, I have a equals 10 minus 8k plus k square. So a equals 10 minus 8 into 5 plus 5 square. So this is going to be 10 minus 40 plus 25. 25 plus 10 என்ன? 35 minus 40. So this is going to be minus 5. So we have also found the value of a. Okay, so this is how you solve such questions. First என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கேன் பார்த்துட்டு அதை substitute பண்ணிட்டு find the new dividend and then equate the remainder. Okay, this is not there for your final exam, but suppose கேட்டா you should know how to solve. Okay, all the best. Bye.